Alright, boys, we are back, and it's time to continue our GM mode commentary with the Quebec City Ace Nordiques. We're in year 3, and we just lost in the first round against the Tampa Bay Lightning. And it was a pretty bad loss as well. We got swept out, even though the first 3 games were pretty competitive. All one-goal games. Every single one of those games went to overtime. The Tampa Bay Lightning were able to get 3 overtime winners, and then finish it off in Game 4, 3-0. Now, last year we got kicked out in the first round as well. I was saying for this year, our goals should be try to make the playoffs with a respectable record, which we did, and then try to make it at least to the second round, which we did not. So we did regress this year. So changes definitely need to be made in the offseason, okay? So we're going to get to that. I want to get the draft and re-sign stage done possibly in this video. But before we do that, let's follow our Calder Cup run, our AHL team. We're not going to go slow here. We're going to go all the way to the end. We're not going to send any NHLers down to help them out. We're just going to leave them the way they are. Scouting assignments, I guess I'll send this guy back out. Because we can make some trades this year, I might have some top 10 picks this year. So let's just go through. I forget who was in the scouting pool this year. There was a really good right-wing Swedish player, was there? I forget. Henriksen, yeah, he was that sniper, right? Left wing, okay. Yeah, not bad. I didn't see any 80s in there, green 80s. So you got 2 top 10s right there. Russia, what about Russia? Let's just see if there's any first rounder. Rest of the world. What about defensemen? Wouldn't mind picking up a few. Ooh, look at that. Yeah, all right, we'll go OHL defenseman for another 6 weeks. Okay. Now, our AHL team has won the Calder 2 years in a row now, so they're going for it the 3rd year in a row. They don't have Scott Gomez this year, but still, that's a pretty good record for the San Antonio Rampage. So guys down there like Anthony Mantha, Barkov especially as well, right? Matt Finn is able to... No, whatever, continue. These guys, I want to finally make that jump because I want to use them for next year. I do have a feeling, though, that especially Barkov, he's not going to be ready till he's 24, 25, 26 years old. And because he's regressed down to a red star, I wouldn't say he gets much better than 83, 84, 85, 86, somewhere around there. If he gets to 85 and a little bit better, I'd like that. I could at least put him on the second line. He could be serviceable. But I don't know. That's going to be like 3 or 4 years away for sure. Unless he gets a huge jump in this video, but I don't know. I doubt it. Come on, you got to win these last 2 games. There you go. Game 7, do not let this run. There you go. All right, they won't let the run end. They're going on. Continue. All right, come on, Oscar Dansk. Dansk can get some good experience here as well. So as long as the AHL team is winning games, I mean, in theory, it should be good for you, right? But they've won it the last 2 years, and I haven't seen any of these guys who have been playing on this team, really step up and become an NHLer. I know you guys were saying look out for, they lost. Yeah, they lost. Oh, that might be why. I was just about to mention it. Torrey Krug, he got injured for 2 months, but you guys were saying he had an amazing season during the regular season. I didn't check out his stats, but I did read your comments. So we'll see if any one of these guys can make the jump to the NHL team for next year because I do want to have some trading assets for the draft. I do want to make some changes. I don't know what it's going to be. I think we need a better first-line left winger. Fleischmann, he's serviceable, but to get somebody to play alongside of Eberle and Jonathan Huberdeau, I think that's something that we desperately need, and the addition of a top 2 defenseman. We definitely need that. And you guys, I know you guys were saying maybe go for a better goalie. Eddie Lackey's not bad during the regular season, but that's 2 straight years now where he hasn't been a shutout goalie. You know what I mean? He hasn't been a shutdown goalie who can win you games all by himself in the playoffs. Both years now, Alexander Ovechkin, Steven Stamkos, their teams have pretty much had their way with us offensively. Not having a trouble getting like 2, 3, 4 goals a game in the playoffs. So I do see that point with trying to maybe get an elite goalie going forward. But one step at a time here. Let's just see what's available here at the draft, okay? And I need to get a drink. Hang on a second. Ooh, contract has expired. All right, they should offer me another one anyways, even if GM firing is on. We've had 2 pretty good years here. I think he said that the year was successful anyways, so that's good. Blah, blah, blah. Continue. Drink time. It's always early. Whenever I'm doing a commentary nice and early, my nose always gets stuffy. No difference today. So let's see here. June 2006. We should almost be at the draft. Retirements as well. I don't think we have anyone. Hang on, I'm trying to think. Kopecky, he was 33. I mean, Campbell retired. When did Campbell retire? 35, 36 years old? Was it as low as 34 maybe? I forget exactly when he retired from our team, but I think we have a few other players like that. Kopecky, he was 33. He might be 34 at this point, so he might be somebody who might be retiring. And he was a pretty good regular season second line winger for us. Okay, so we'll check out the prospect game. We'll do all that stuff. Continue. We'll do a playoff wrap-up. I actually didn't even see who won the Stanley Cup there. I was skipping through it, so hang on a second here. All right, so retirements. Let's see here. Any names pop out? Marian Hossa from Chicago. He's gone. All right, Pavel Datsyuk, Detroit. All right, Detroit's no longer a good team, I guess. Go down here. Markov. Oh, no, it's different Markov. Joe Thornton. Yeah, Joe Thornton from San Jose. Okay, so a few big centers, veteran centers are gone. Joe Thornton and Pavel Datsyuk, but we're okay. We didn't lose anybody. All right, so continue. So, first things first, let us do the wrap-up. Oh, I didn't mean to go in there. The wrap-up for the playoffs, all right? So, playoff tree, let's see who the final two were. And there you go, your Philadelphia Flyers win the Stanley Cup in year 3. Up against the Colorado Avalanche, went to Game 7, not too bad. There's the Western Conference, there is the Eastern Conference. Okay, so Claude Giroux, congratulations to the Philadelphia Flyers. Awards, yeah, we can go through this. All right, so there you go. The last 3 years, Winnipeg, the Rangers, and now the Flyers. So it's been changing every year. President's Trophy, the LA Kings. Clarence S. Campbell, Colorado Avalanche, Prince of Wales, Philadelphia. Art Ross, Zach Parise, Hart Memorial, Zach Parise, James Norris, Drew Doughty, 2 years in a row. Lady Byng, Zach Parise, wow, he's taking home 3. Calder Memorial, Jonathan Drouin, so I guess he played his first year this year. He was 82 overall, so I'd imagine he's going to be real good next year. Conn Smythe, Steve Mason, wow, Philadelphia finally got a goalie. Vezina Trophy, Jonathan Quick. William M. Jennings, Jonathan Quick, Bill Masterton, Barrett Jackman, Frank J. Selke, Pavel Datsyuk in his last year, 3 straight years before he retires, Ted Lindsay, Jonathan Quick, Maurice Richard, Marian Gaborik, okay? So there you go. There's the awards. Now, let's go into scouting. Let's see. Hang on a sec. There you go. Switch it back. Let's see if oh my God, I can't even talk. If in the prospect game there was scouting, if there was any mid-70 overall players. Go for any studs, all right? So 45, 58, 58, 48, 52, 50, 81. Ooh, look at that. Evan Nash, 81 overall, okay? Now, again, I can't look at his individual stats from here. All right, so Evan Nash, defensive defenseman. I'll remember that name. Nash, defenseman. All right, keep going down here. 62. Okay. The other team. Nash, 62. That's pretty good. I mean, 82. That's pretty good. All right, no one in there. How about, I think I just did forwards there. Yeah, my bad. I didn't change teams. There you go. There you go. Nope, we're good for that team. Now let's check out goalies. See if there's any good goalies in there. 55, 55, 56, 57. Okay, so I think the top player would be this Nash player. Let me just see him again. Oh, he's on the other team. There you go. Yeah, there he is right there. Evan Nash. And he's a defensive defenseman. That's exactly what I'm looking for. 81 overall. Okay, so Evan Nash. Now, he could be going in the top 5, right? But if he's not, say he's listed as a second rounder, hell yeah, that'd be someone to pick up for sure. So, scouting report. Let's see where this guy is going, okay? Oh, he's going number 2 overall. So, he's a top 5 player. That's why, okay? 6'8", 225. He's listed to go second overall. He's a defensive defenseman. So, Chara again. Oh, damn. Marko Tuminen. This guy's a defenseman. He's going first overall. He's an enforcer. Jesus. All right. Offensive defenseman from Latvia. So, Canada, Finland, and Latvia all providing defensemen as the top 3. Then you got a grinder, Henriksen. Oh, I thought he was a sniper. He's a grinder. And then another offensive defenseman. So, a bunch of weird players going in the top 5. I'd love to get my hands on either this grinder, this defensive defenseman, or this enforcer. I would like to do it, but one thing at a time here, okay? So that Nash player, we'll check him out after the draft to see how good he is. Next, what do I want to do? Contracts. All right, so we got to see what we like about our team so we can hold on to and what I don't like about our team. So Eddie Lack and Markstrom. I think, if we're going to trade away Eddie Lack, this should definitely be the year because he's got a year left at 1.25, which means he would be a steal for another team. But I don't know if I want to trade him at the draft because then we could have, Eddie Lack's giving us a playoffs, 2 straight years. He's given us playoffs. So I don't want to just give up on Eddie Lack that quickly. I don't want to trade him away right now. There's other players that I could trade away that I know I want to trade away. That's who I'm looking for. So look at that. Ekblad, he's jumped up to an 85 overall. So that's good for us. So we can definitely use him next year. Kulikov, 85. Goodbranson, 83. So there you go. There's your top 4 right there. Then Green, Martinez, not trading these guys. All right, can't trade any of these guys. So I might be able to trade away Myers, Ekblad, Kulikov, or Goodbranson. All right. Just saying. I'm just saying. I don't want to, but Ekblad is finally 85 overall. That's good. Forwards, let's see here. Kopecky is still here. All right, so Huberdeau, 89. Eberle, 86. Fleischmann, 84. Mueller, yeah, we could use a better second liner. Wouldn't be a bad idea. Just trying to think about which guys I could trade away. I could trade away Bickle at the draft here. Yeah, that wouldn't be a problem. I could trade away Clifford. I could trade away Matthias. I could trade away Shore. I'm just looking at guys with contracts that I actually would be able to move. These guys I can't move because they only got 1 year left on their deal. These 3, I could trade away Fleischmann as well. That would be one as well that to maybe get that first liner. But the only thing is, how good is hang on, Quebec City? Where are Anthony Mantha and guys like that, right? Are they coming up? Bailey's 4.5 Green Star Lodge. Yurko is now the Red Star, which isn't great. What about Anthony Mantha? Where's Mantha? Hang on, did I pass him? There he is, Anthony Mantha. Oh, okay, yeah, he's got the yellow star still. Damn, he's right at the top. 66 overall. Okay, so he could still jump at the end of the year, but I don't know. So let's just do it. Let's go into the draft. Before I do, let me blow my nose. All right, so year 3 draft. There's definitely some prospects there that I wouldn't mind getting my hands on, but we have the 22nd overall pick. You got the Rangers, the Canucks, the Capitals, and Detroit. So I'd want either one of those top 3 picks if I'm going to pick up one of those guys, okay? So Rangers, Vancouver, and Washington. We'll try out. Now, we only have one phone to deal with here, so we got to be very careful. Washington, let's see. Okay, so Washington wants to give up their 3rd, so that's good. I think that's the one I'll try to go after. The Rangers, they want to give up their 1st, but it's the 1st. That one's going to be a pain in the ass to get. Who was the other team? Detroit? Oh, no, it was another team. Yeah, Detroit was the other one. Detroit was number 4, I think. Yeah. Number two. You know what? Doesn't matter, because I'd go after the Washington one anyways. All right, so let's just see what we could give up here. I'd obviously give up that. Does Washington have anyone on their team that I wouldn't mind picking up for our team? No, I wouldn't want to get any of those guys. How about any of these guys with no trade value? Anyone down here decent overall? Nope. How about defensemen? Anybody decent that I could snag up? Carlson and Alsner would be nice, but there's no way I'm going to get that. Orlov. Ooh, look at Orlov. His trade value is nice and low. 81 overall. Hang on. He's an offensive defenseman. Yeah, I wouldn't mind picking up Dmitry Orlov in this deal, just to get another serviceable defenseman, and his trade value is nice and low. Now, I can take him out if I need to. I'm just saying. All right, so goalies. Eddie Lack and Markstrom. See what I mean about Eddie Lack's trade value? Now, his trade value is going to stay there, and I'd rather save him and trade him in free agency or trade him at the beginning of the regular season. I don't want to trade him away now because we could be giving up our playoff run for next year if we give up Eddie Lack and we can't get another goalie to replace him, okay? He's got 2 years left on his deal. I can trade him at the trade deadline, I can trade him at the beginning of the season, or if there's a goalie available in free agency, I can trade him, okay? But until then, let's hold on to Eddie Lack. I'm not going to blame him for our playoff losses. If we could have a better team around him, like top 2 defensemen, he might be good enough, okay? So let's just hold off on Eddie Lack for right now. Now, Myers, Kulikov, Ekblad, Goodbranson. These guys I don't want to trade away, okay? I know they're only top 4 defensemen. We have like 4 top 4. Goodbranson's the top 6, but I want to hold on to them. They have years left on their deal. I don't want to move these guys out, okay? Now, Green, Martinez, these guys got 1 year left on their deal, so I can't move them, and all these guys have no trade value, so it doesn't matter for down there. Right wingers, all right, Kopecky, he could be somebody I move, but he's only got 1 year left, so I can't move him. Left wingers, Fleischmann is definitely somebody that we can move, okay? We just put him up there. Clifford, I'm going to hold on to you. Bickle, I'm going to hold on to you. He's got no trade value. Okay, we have plenty of salary cap, so it's not a problem for us. Hart to Kane and Prust, yeah. Centers, Bailey's got really good trade value, which is good. Okay. Shore's got really good trade value still. Where's the contract years? There you go. 6 years. Matthias, Lodge, and Ginnell. All right, let me just see these guys. All right, Lodge. Who's this guy? He's got Red Star. Could trade this guy. Playmaker, center. When did I draft? Oh, he was a free agent pickup. All right, I could definitely trade away Jimmy Lodge. Okay, boom. There you go. They can still accept that. That's good news. And let's see. Matthias. No, I want to hold on to Matthias. Okay, so if I make this deal go through for a first for the 3rd overall pick and Dmitry Orlov. All right, sorry about that. Just had to blow my nose again. Okay, so I am, I'm set in stone. The only thing about this trade that I did not want to put through was Fleischman, because how are we going to replace him for next year? But I'm thinking about it. We got guys like Anthony Mantha and Bailey. And if one of these guys are not ready to go for next year, we can use their trade value to trade up for another younger NHL-style player, someone who's in the 24, 25 range. Give up a young prospect who we're not ready to use just yet, right? And make our team better for the future, because we don't need both Bailey and Mantha. It would be nice if they both jump up to 80. It'd be nice, right? But I'm saying in free agency, we can use one of those guys to trade for a forward to fill out our top 6 and see who's available in free agency. I think we can unload Thomas Fleischman right now while his trade value is still pretty good. We can get a 3rd overall pick and Dmitry Orlov. So let me just go through this. Yeah, you for you, Fleischman and you. I think we're going to have to add a little bit more in here, so hang on. Let me add in the 3rd. I might be, you know what, I'll add in the 2nd. I'm not going to get any players with that late of a pick at 3.5 star. Especially in like year 4 here. So let me just go through a bunch of more players. Let me see anyone I can give up. Clifford, Yurko. Who's this Ginnell guy? 2A forward. No, I drafted him. I want to hold on to him. He's still got the yellow star. Lippin, Peverly. Well, Lippin. This guy was a free agent. Yeah, another playmaker. Yeah, I don't need to J.C. Lippin. I can trade this guy away as well. Okay. 22 years old. Yeah, I know he's got the good star potential, but let's just unload him anyways. All right, I want to make sure this trade goes through. All right, so I might be overreaching a little bit, but we're going to pick up Dmitry Orlov as well, which will give us another offensive defenseman that we can use if Goodbranson's not ready to play on the top 4. Okay, and just another trading asset. He's got 1 year left on his deal. So, boom, boom. I only have 1 trade, so I got to make sure this goes through. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that'll go through. Pretty sure. All right, let's try it out, all right? Will it go through? Yes, it did. All right, we believe this transaction will contribute to our success here in Washington. So we traded away Fleischman, a few younger prospects, all right, our 22nd overall pick, and there you go. So the Rangers, Tuominen, I think that was a goalie. So the defensive defenseman went to the Vancouver Canucks. All right, we're not going to be able to get our hands on that defensive defenseman. But there's Henriksen, the left wing grinder, Kapitanov, the offensive defenseman, and another offensive defenseman, both from Latvia. These guys probably played together. Jesus. We're going to go with that grinder, all right? Henriksen, left wing grinder. That would be perfect for the future. So 6'3", 214, super Swede, Thomas Henriksen, grinder. Get on my team. There you go. All right, now Kapitanov and Archtukin, so Pittsburgh and Dallas, and the Rangers and Vancouver. That's who we want to check out, okay? So Pittsburgh, Dallas, Rangers, and Vancouver. I'm going to go to auto draft. I'm not going to use that 2nd overall pick. Well, we traded away anyways, right? Now, let's check out who exactly had this. So hang on, Vancouver. Where were you guys? Yeah, Vancouver. Oh. I'm already at the top. All right, so rookie skaters. There you go. Let's see. Yeah, so Vancouver, they took the goalie. How good was the goalie? Wait, who do they draft? Hang on. Should be somebody here. Let me go down here. Rookie skaters. Oh, there he's all the way at the bottom. I don't know why they did that. All right, so that Nash guy, Evan Nash, yeah, he was definitely somebody that we could have gone for. A 91 overall for defensive awareness already. Body checking 89. That's what jacks him up. But this guy's a stud for the Vancouver Canucks, all right? He's a good skater as well. Look at that. So he was somebody who would have been nice if we could have picked up, but not the end of the world. All right. The New York Rangers. Let's see who they got. The rookie skaters. They got the goalie, right? I think they got the goal. Oh, no. They must have got a skater. Maybe he's at the bottom of the list again. I don't know. That's weird. He must be. All right, so Tuominen, 4-star, 52 overall defenseman. Oh, he's not even a goalie. He was a defenseman. All right, who is this guy? Let's see. Marco Tuominen. All right. Oh, yeah, that was that enforcer guy. Right. Okay, so that's pretty good. A 4-star enforcer. That's pretty cool, actually. Who else was it? Detroit. Yeah, Detroit had number 4. Let's see here. Detroit, rookie skaters. Antilla, this is the guy I passed on. I possibly could have got this left wing sniper. Ooh, a left wing sniper 4-star. Okay. And then, oh man, I forgot the other teams now as well. Shit. Was it Dallas? Yeah, Dallas was one of them. All right, so this was the offensive defenseman I passed up on. 4-star, 58 overall. Okay, so if my player is good, then that's not a super player that we should have picked up. Now, I forget the other teams. Let me just go through a bunch of the teams here. There you go. You know what? Let's go. I'll search by potential. That'll find it easier. Nope, wasn't that guy. O'Neill? No, it wasn't that guy. It was like a Latvian name. I'll know it when I see it. Hang on. Howden? Nope. Go through all the teams here. You guys can actually see the rookies as well here. So this is not the there it is. Oh no, there's our guy. So our grinder, we got a grinder at Jesus 3 now or 4.5 star. Oh, that's crazy. Hang on, I'll check out his individual stats after this. I just want to find out where this freaking other guy is. Nash, yeah, he was the guy on the what's it called? Vancouver Canucks, Toronto. Nope. I can't remember the team. God damn it, man. Oh, there it is. No, that's damn it. He must have just been drafted. Poll. Okay. Keep going here. I'll find it eventually. There it is. The Pittsburgh Penguins. Right. Kapitanov. All right. So this was a guy maybe would have been a good idea to go after. This guy looks like a stud offensive defenseman. Offensive awareness is already 96. Passing 89. Puck control 95. All right. Look at his shot already. I mean, the top of his categories. He's got 5-star for shooting, 5-star for puck skills, 5-star for senses, and 5-star for skating. All right. This guy would have been a great offensive defenseman to pick up. But we went with the grinder. All right. We're not gonna get upset about the player that we drafted. Hang on a sec here. Let me go back to him. Quebec City. All right, there he is. Hendrickson. He's only 58 overall right now, but he's a grinder. All right, and he's got the 4.5 gold star potential with a discipline of 71. So I'll say it. I think that offensive defenseman on the Pittsburgh Penguins was the better player. He'll probably have the better trade value, but still, I'm happy with our draft pick right there. I'm actually interested to see what a 4.5 star grinder will turn out to be in this game. Okay. So let's get we'll get the re-sign stage done in this video. It's kind of going long, but I want to get up to free agency so you guys can decide what to do with Eddie Lack. All right, so we got no goalies to sign. Defenseman, I don't even think we have much to sign in this year anyways. Had a big sign year last year. Right wingers, anyone to sign? No, look at this, holy crap. We got the defenseman to sign, Henriksen. Oh, that's why there's no one to sign. It hasn't gone ahead yet, Jesus. Alright, so let's get the re-sign stage done in this video. Yeah, this might be a little bit of a long GM mode, but what are you going to do? Continue. Yeah, never mind. There will be a lot of players to sign. I'm just trying to think. Yeah, I mean, we shouldn't have a problem with the salary cap this year at all. Unless there's a guy, I'm trying to think if there's any young rookies that we have on our team that we have to sign this year for long term. I don't think there is. I could be wrong. I might be forgetting about somebody here. Hang on. All right, so 2-5 for 3 years at a 2-way deal. D'Agostini, I'm going to release you. All right. Beaulieu, don't need to sign you two. Defenseman, all right. Orlov. All right, so he's 81 overall. His star potential just dropped for some reason. I don't even know why. That's okay, though. We still got him. Smith, release you. Okay, Frazier. You know what we're going to do? I'm going to skip this because I don't want to lose this footage, and I know I'm going to be re-signing everybody. So hang on one second here, boys. Alright, so I've gone ahead and I've already re-signed all these players just to save some time on this video. So before we go into free agency, I just want to show you guys what we have. Alright, we still have Eddie Lack. We want to figure out what he's going to be in free agency and alongside of Jacob Markstrom for next year. But if there's a goalie in free agency, sure, we can sign him. Alright, defensively. Alright, so we got Myers, Kulikov, Ekblad, Goodbranson, Green, and Orlov. That seems to be our top 6 right now. I re-signed Martinez for 1 year just in case, alright? And I let go of Frazier, okay? We don't need him anymore because we have Green and we have Martinez and Orlov now, okay? So we have one too many defensemen, but just in case. So you guys can look at those 7 defensemen there, figure out what we can do. And then forwards, we got Huberdeau, Eberle. We don't have Fleischman anymore, so we need to get another first-line left winger. We still have Bickle, Shore, Mueller, there's 5 right there, Kopecky. There's our top 6 the way it sits right now. Don't worry, Bickle's not in our top 6. I'm just saying for right now, okay? Then Matthias, Peverly, Clifford, there's 9, Hansen, Prust, and Brodziak, there's 12, Hart to Kanan. All right, then it drops off. So we got like 13 skaters as well. Okay, so you can see all the players that we have. Let me just, last but not least, yeah, we got everyone re-signed now. There you go. And goalies, we got everyone re-signed. So let's just go into free agency. Let's see who's available. I'm not going to try and sign anyone in this video, but you guys can let me know, okay? Because you guys were saying that some changes definitely need to be made. We made our first change, taking Thomas Fleischmann off this team. So now we have to put someone back in there. And if we have to make a trade to do that, I'm willing to do that right now. We have players like Anthony Mantha, Barkov, and Bailey that I wouldn't mind trading alongside with a draft pick to get a first-line left winger for the future, because we're a team right now, okay? I'm serious about that. We're a team that has to win right now. So there's no goalies available in free agency. So that's why I wanted to hold on to Eddie Lack, okay? Eddie Lack is better than Markstrom right now. He's better than nothing. I don't want to just trade him up for anything, right? I need a goalie. Now, there are a few 3.5-star goalies out there. There's some good backups that we could get, so that's solid. So you guys can let me know about that. I'll just go, a position at a time. Defenseman, Braden Colburn's available, 5.3 though. We have $16 million of cap space, so we have a lot of cap space. Gryba, Grossman, Weber, Fane, Stoner, Jordan, Ekholm, all these guys, okay? Colburn might not be a bad one to look at, but he might be too good for our team as well. I'll have to, because like Goodbranson's kind of the same type of player, right? And you'd have to put one of them then on the top 6, which I wouldn't want to do. Hang on. Holy crap, freaking nose. Hang on a second. And last but not least, we got forwards. You got Michael Frolik, 85 overall right winger. Kind of the same thing as a Fleischmann. So I wouldn't want to get Frolik for our first line. I think for our first line, we have got to go outside of our organization, outside of free agency, and make another trade, okay? There's some depth players down here you guys can take a look at. All right. Any prospect players? Yeah, there's some 4-star prospect players, but they're red star, so I don't know how good those guys get. But we need somebody to play alongside of what's his name? Jonathan Huberdeau and Jordan Eberle, okay? We have our 1-2 punch of the future, but guys like Anthony Mantha, Bailey, where is even, what's his name? Barkov. What's Barkov's trade value? Jeez. Barkov, okay, well, there's no point in trading Barkov. His trade value is all the way down there. Now, hopefully, they might get a jump this year, right? They haven't got their jump just yet, but I'm looking at a guy like Anthony Mantha and Bailey. Look at their trade value, okay? Anthony Mantha's basically halfway, and Bailey's about 40%, 35%. Obviously, you want to hold on to these players, but you need a left winger for right now. We're a team that can be good right now, and with Eberle and Huberdeau, they need a winger. So, I don't know, I'm thinking maybe we can wait for these guys and let them play in the NHL this year and maybe take a step back this year, or package one of them in a deal with somebody else and get a young left winger that can play alongside of Huberdeau and Eberle, who's the same age, 24, 26, 27, 22 years old, somewhere around there, but who's already 86 or above, okay? So you guys can let me know about some players who would meet that criteria. Free agency, trading, anything, any suggestions that you guys may have, let me know, and I will see you in the next video.